We are going to be using Tyson Fury in today's video. My favorite pick. Very durable, great jab, really good reach. His uppercuts are 92, so we're definitely going to try to utilize them as much as we can, especially to the body, trying to wear down, Muhammad Ali's stamina. So, if we could get him into flat foot at some point, like rounds 4, 5, and 6, it will make the fight significantly easier. So we're just mainly just pumping out the jab, the body jab, just small shots. Maybe like a punch or two to the body, but I'm not trying to overextend too much. I'm also trying to become more of a sim boxer, well, as best as I can be. Trying to use more of the mechanics in the game as best as I can. I haven't really been playing this game consistently because, the updates haven't been the greatest, haven't fixed many things we want fixed. But, I'm still playing it, still having fun. It's improved quite a bit, but still needs a lot of work. But in this one, we're just going to be wearing down the body. We're not going to throw too much power in the first couple rounds because from what I've seen, it's better to throw the power probably like later in the fight, or maybe if you have an opportunity or two within the first few rounds. But, if you're able to really box and win the rounds, you don't really need the power. Power is going to be more effective when you have higher stamina than your opponent, and also later in the fight. Because later in the fight, there's no major consequences. If I start throwing power in these first few rounds, like, a lot, like 20 or 30 of them, even if I have the opportunity, I would still start getting tired. Tyson Fury's cardio, I don't think, is the highest in this game, so I can't just be going out like I'm Usage or a Sugar Ray Leonard type of pick, so I still want to take my time. And we still got to make reads on our opponent, because then if we're both gassed out by round 6, what's going to end up happening is, then it's going to be a 50-50 on whose power shot's going to knock down who first. And that's not a game I want to play. And look at this. I'm pretty sure we capped off that round with some cool counters. And we're sitting at 100% stamina. But still, we see he's throwing a lot, and I know I could take advantage of it. So as long as I'm making him miss, I'm trying to practice my discipline on not always having to hit somebody just because they miss in this game, because sometimes I try to do that and you could get countered for doing so, especially because of desync. So sometimes if you do have an opening and you're rushing to hit somebody, it should land sometimes, but sometimes it won't. You'll get countered for it. So definitely trying to be very patient, especially in the beginning, like the first 3 or 4 rounds. Then we'll start picking up the pace, start making it dirty a little bit once I got my opponent's rhythm down. But if I don't have my opponent's rhythm down just yet, we're just going to take our time, practicing using more of the minor lunges to create some angles and counter opportunities, as well as backstepping a little bit, because you can't really play footsies as effectively like compared to like UFC 5. Like I can, but I would have to be in like loose footwork. But like when I'm not in loose footwork, I don't feel that sense of control, just being in and out the pocket as well. Maybe if you're Muhammad Ali, but that's because his speed's like cracked out, so of course it's gonna feel like that. But for most of the other boxers, it doesn't feel like that. So the backstep is usually what I like to use to bait people to throw. I'll walk towards them, do a little backstep. Sometimes I get them to whiff a power shot. It's not going to work on like really good players all the time, but it'll definitely, keep them guessing on when you're actually going to enter the pocket or when you're going to exchange. Like look at that nice body uppercut counter right there. So even our power shots are going to be more than likely uppercuts to the body as much as I can. So you would try to go crazy right there. It's the end of the round, so we landed a few body shots. That's definitely worth it. Not too bad. Still at 96% stamina. See if he's going to change up his game plan at all for the most part, because he is just throwing a little too much and he's not landing enough. So if he keeps going at this rate, he's definitely going to gas out at some point in this fight. Usually like rounds 4 and 5, if you're working someone's body really well, I've seen that like using body jabs, body crosses and stuff like really add up. In this game even better than UFC does, because in UFC it feels like you're punching someone's body forever, and they'll have stamina way longer than they should. So when I was practicing and using those smaller strikes and being more patient, I realized that these body jabs and crosses, they add up, you know, on top of, you know, landing your body uppercuts or your hooks depending on who you are. Since I'm Fury, we're going to be using uppercuts to the body for the most part. We'll switch it up to hooks sometimes. But, right, we have a 92 uppercut rating, so we definitely got to use that. And that's for, I'm pretty sure, body uppercuts and to the head. So definitely look at the fighter stats when you're picking your boxer. Could be a difference between you winning and losing. Only thing is, like, people or boxers that have the prints, like, I don't know, like the pivoting shots are a bit slow and hit detection is also messed up, so it's really hard to put that to full use. I mean, I see some players do it really well, but it is kind of hard to use them because I'll try to counter off of some pivot hooks. The animation, besides, like, I seen like Canelo has a cracked out one, it just takes a little too long, and most of the time they're able to block, or they're not in a recovery frame state, so the counter window will kind of like disappear, so you're forced to kind of like use regular shots to counter. But I still try to sometimes, but still taking my time. It's round 3. We still got plenty of rounds to work, and I'm at about 90% stamina still. Let's see what the scorecards say. Okay, so we up 1 round. I'm not tripping out. We only lost 1 round. We only lost the last round, so we'll just be sure to try to get some counters, still work the body and try to get them tired. We'll start picking up the pace probably either in this round or the next round. It just depends on how the round goes. But yeah, Muhammad Ali is not easy to box with, or I mean box against, I should say, because he is so fast. And I'm trying to utilize the jab. His jab's gonna be way faster, way better than mine. He's just not utilizing the jab as much as he could be. And also the reach, difference is a good advantage for me. I'm able to land jabs and crosses where he might not be able to really hit me. And he's trying to throw like power jabs, so you know, we're just trying to take advantage and land some small shots to the body. Body hook here, body cross, body jab there. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Nice counter jab right there. See, he's doing the lean back a lot, so we're definitely trying to target the body. If he switches that up, you know, we'll switch up our targets to the head. But, you know, if he's giving up the body more times than not, it gives me no reason not to go to that body. Especially, it gets you really, really tired in this game. So, I do like that. So if you are getting hit to the body repeatedly with even the smaller shots mixed in with some hooks, you're definitely going to get tired in real life. So I do like that. Nice power hook to the body right there. See, look at that. We took that chance with that 2-piece to the body because he threw a big power shot. It's round 4. And I'm pretty sure that short-term stamina is very low. So, you know, with that new update, it basically changed how rocks and flash KOs and flash knockdowns happen. So, like, you know, when you're lower in short-term stamina or even long-term stamina, you're more than likely going to get dropped, hurt, rocked, etc. So that's why we took that risk right there, and we ended up getting a nice body stun right there. Definitely not going to help out his stamina, and we're still like at like about 85% stamina, so still plenty of juice to push the pace and to break down this Ali. Just not going to rush it, but when we do have our opportunities, that's when we open up with our combos and our power shots. I try to land one right there. Yeah, that power body uppercut with the lead hand, it just looks crazy. The animation looks like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm Tyson Fury. Nice counter shot to the body. Try to throw a power shot right there. And for the most part, we're just breaking him down. Like, imagine if I was pushing the same pace as him in the beginning rounds, I would probably be getting tired with this guy, and it would be a 50-50, and it would probably be a way closer fight than it should be. But I took my time, even gave up a round. I didn't mind losing the first round or two, honestly, but we ended up winning the first 2 rounds, but we just lost the third. The fourth, I'm pretty sure we got. This one, we're doing pretty well. I've been protecting my body pretty well. He hasn't really been targeting the body too much. For the most part, he's been head hunting, so not even that, but I'm not overthrowing. I'm not throwing tons of power shots, so that plus protecting my body pretty well. My stamina is going to remain really high. And I forgot what, look at that, nice body rock right here. It's just hard to get people down this game. Like, they're able just to walk away from you. Like, I try running up on people. I try using the jabs, the body jabs to, you know, get near them. And it just, man, they just get away. Look at that. We're trying to hit the body. We're taking that risk. Because look at these labor punches. That tells me his short-term stamina is low. And if his short-term stamina is low when throwing 2 to 3 punches, his stamina has to be getting low. So I know I'm right there to breaking this guy's stamina. Long-term wise. So those are some cool cues to look out for. You know, if their punches are labored off a 2 to 3 piece, more than likely their stamina is about like halfway maybe, or maybe even less than that. Like, pretty much when I see people do that, they're on the urge of getting gassed in like a round or even less. So we're still going to be landing those uppercuts to the body, power shot to the body. Not sure how the game works, but I don't know if power shots to the body will take away more stamina than regular punches. I'm not too sure, but look at this. He got gassed already. I think so. Trying to tag up that body. And now look at this. You know, like, even if we did lose those, let's say those first 3 rounds, because I wasn't going crazy with my pace. Look at how much stamina I got compared to this guy. You know, right now this Ali player has somewhere around, I'm not sure, I think like 40 or 30%. I'm not sure what percentage you have to enter in the gas state. But one thing I do when someone is gassed, and you guys should do it too, is still make sure you're hitting the body. Even with the small shots, you want to make sure by the time they go back to that stool or their corner that they cannot regain enough stamina to get out of the gas state. You want to make sure they remain in this state for the rest of the fight. So definitely when you see that in the round, definitely be tapping up their body. Make sure they can't regain any stamina, going loose footwork, and try to run away from you. So that's exactly why I made sure to take some extra risks and throw more punches to the body. Even if it gets me, you know, punched or countered at this point in time, since the flash KO system and all that has been redone. Look at that, another body rock right here. He's saved by the bell. But that's why I love what they did with the damage system, because before I would have to worry about him throwing like some type of power shot and knocking me down simply because of randomness. So now the randomness is for the most part gone. Look at that counter uppercut right there, beautiful. But since that randomness is gone, that RNG effect, now I feel a lot safer and more comfortable, like really trading with people that are gassed and that I have a significant stamina lead on. Because like, look at that, takes a knee right there, beautiful combo, just switching up the regions, going from body to the head to the body. And he does take a knee, and we're already up 4 rounds. Now we're up like 6 rounds. So we're doing beautiful work. And usually if I sense if I'm gonna do this as a YouTube video, like, I'm gonna probably go for the finish. I'm still gonna try to, you know, get the KO, get the whatever, you know. So, but if you guys really want to win a lot and you want to minimize any risk, I mean, at this point, you could pretty much just go loose, or you don't even have to go loose. You could just literally circle around and just jab them up for 2 rounds. You know, if you want to do that to remain ultra safe. But, you know, I do post videos on this game, so I like to make sure to try to go for the finish at least. But if it's too dangerous, I'm getting my ass dropped, obviously I will change my game plan. But, you know, I am Tyson Fury, so the odds of me getting flash KO'd or not being able to get up off of 1 knockdown are so low, and I'm up so much, it doesn't even matter. So we are going to be trying to get this finish. I forget what perk we got. It's something like after the 6th round. I'm not sure if I think we regain more stamina. So I'm going to be able to throw more. Oh, nasty drop right there. Beautiful, clean work. Look at that. Beautiful combo. See, when the combos is flowing, the combos are landing, this game feels fantastic. So it does get up pretty quick. because it does help that he took that knee. So, you know, the get-up game was going to be pretty easy for him. But we still got a lot of stamina, and this is round 8. So we're definitely going to try to go for the finish as best as we can. You know, if he's not giving us any opportunities, we're still going to try at the very least. See if we can get a finish. Power body jab. I mean, he was trying to throw a power jab. I think he's still trying to throw power. Just not a very smart idea. I mean, that's all he can do. But with the way they redid the damage system, if you're getting caught, like, consistently while trying to throw while you're gassed, and the other opponent has a lot of stamina, odds of you getting flash dropped or KO'd, they raise significantly. So we're going to try to catch and shoot some of those, you know, power shots he's trying to throw. I'm not sure they're power shots or he's just really tired, where a regular punch just looks like a power shot. Look at that. We counter him right there with a nice body uppercut. Another power body uppercut. Trying to kill his body right now. Look at that. Another counter shot to the body. Nice combo. Bang. Drop him with a nice counter uppercut right there. Starting a pivot hook. And we caught and returned it. But it looked like I missed. But I think it was desync because, like, I blocked it. And then we should have lined up together again. So it should have looked like the uppercut landed on the chin. But that's fine. That's no problem. And we did get the finish. So if you guys did enjoy this Tyson Fury masterclass, definitely leave a like and drop a comment down below on what you think. Stay tuned for more content.